Hello, welcome back to Falador, everybody. We are here, and we are chopping. Again. This stream is a little bit different than the normal ones in that there's not a great occasion. Just felt like forestry is a thing that I'm trying to do, and it's meant to be a MMORPG, so we could do that together, you know? So I guess if anyone wants to join me, we got World 354. Alright, let's see. Vendetta, welcome. More Buzz RS. Heck yeah. I'm saying. Music RS, Legendary Refresh. Yeah, if you'd probably have to refresh quite a few times to see a Buzz live stream. So congratulations, finally made it. Effie, Tesla Coil, Ty, welcome, welcome. Oh, I guess people will probably ask to see it later. But so right now we're working on chopping down our yew tree. And we need to get a heck of a lot of yew logs because we got to use a heck of a lot of yew logs to on the beehive forestry events for XP. They're pretty good experience for so I'll be using those, but I need like 120,000 of them, so I'm about a third of the way done with those. But I guess that's the main thing I'm working on right now. Family doing well? Pretty good, pretty good. It's been a little crazy here because Foul Mommy's got number 4 baking in the oven. So been dealing with morning sickness and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we've been doing pretty well. I've also got my 2 best friends here, me and me. And their job is to spawn the forestry events with their bronze felling axes. And actually, I didn't know that it worked this way, but I'm actually eligible while I'm chopping my own player tree. So if anyone would rather chop their player-owned tree than the oak tree, I would completely understand. And you'd still be eligible, and actually, it still scales up the event too. So, like, I get to use more yew logs per beehive. So, kind of nifty. Hey, Jukes. Oh, loud he chopping. He always chopping. And I'm sure that we'll pass 200 mil. Well, I guess you cannot physically pass 200 mil, but we should hit 200 mil, I'd expect. We've already got about 10 mil. Oh, yes. These are so good. For reference, my experience per day of construction has been averaging out to just over 7,000 per day. So a free 940 is pretty important. Star jumps. That feels good. We've also been through the events, slowly inching towards 99 farming. Got maybe 150,000 experience or something from this. And then we also have the, we're getting close to being able to barehand natures, which hardly ever show up here, but been getting those from doing the poacher events. So. Daniel Ramirez, welcome. How much time do you play per day? Well, I get quite a bit of AFK time on mobile. So like dedicated time, not very much, a couple hours, but like as long as it's something I can do easily on mobile, quite a bit. So if you count in all the mobile time, average probably about 8 hours a day, between 8 and 10. Also depends on how busy home life is and stuff, but so yeah, it's a pretty slow experience, but I would have it no other way, because I'm talking about slow experience. This song is kind of depressing. Let's pick a... Sure, that's happy. Can you guys hear the music, by the way? I never have any idea. So happy when you decided to do the cooking grind. Yeah, I'm thankful. I mean, it's going to be a pain in the rear doing the rest of it, but I'm Cox Chunk, I forget his name, Tom. He gave me a good case, and I listened to him. So can't hear it at all. Okay, I turned it down because it was loud in my ears, but is that better? Nugans, welcome, welcome. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Maybe I'll just turn it down in my headphones. There we go. Unless that turned it down for you guys. Just pretending like I know what I'm doing. It did not. Okay, then turn it back down. How long you reckon till next chunk roll? That is a great question. So according to my spreadsheet, let me just split up on the side here. It doesn't have today's and this weekend stuff, but it's still kind of interesting. So, let me see. So I did add like an estimated days of completion, which I keep saying don't do that because it adds like pressure on each day. Oh my gosh, nobody touched that. Actually, no, it's fine if you touch it. Let's see how many people you have. Oh yeah, it should be fine. If you want to do this one, that's fine. When it's scaled to 3 people, I can't even finish it. So if you want to, you can too. So yeah, my estimated day as of right now is April 25th of 28, which is better than I thought it was going to be. But that day keeps fluctuating. And I don't know how accurate it is. I mean, I did go on a vacation, which a vacation for me is, that means phones down, you're spending time with kids all day, kind of. So it's not a vacation to play RuneScape, it's a vacation to have family time. So it really decreased my like rate. Before that, I was almost getting into 2027, so next year. But and then another thing on top of it is I do have to finish off the cooking part, which I don't think will be that bad. I still have to get about half of the chickens that I'm going to need, and I should be able to get the leaves that I need to make the rations for the extra experience passively doing this, but that might add a little bit more time on too. So I can't commit to a whole lot of a better time frame than probably sometime in 2028. Right now it's tracking to be the first half of 2028, but with the cooking it could, and obviously staying consistent isn't a given. It could be second half, or I sure hope not 29, but never know. So that's what it's looking like right now. Two more years, yeah. Gonna say August 2028. I'd be okay with August. I mean, it wouldn't like blow me away, but as long as it doesn't like what I hate is when I tell people like, oh yeah, I'll be rolling or have my next video out and everything ready for it on this date, and then it's like 2 months later and I'm like not there yet. It's like, okay, so I'm just giving people false hope, myself included. Hey Steve, glad to see you're still trucking along with the account. Yep, always working on it. Just probably at any given moment not doing anything terribly exciting, but that's to be expected. My sister that does not play RuneScape is watching, and she says that that's her timeline to get her PhD. So you can tell me which is more important, getting out of the chunk or getting a PhD. I'm a little bit biased, but yeah, doesn't sound like PhD gets too much experience, you know. So chunk, obviously, exactly. No, going back to Rune would definitely be faster. I do not want to go back to Rune, not just because mining Rune is awful. It would be, but if it's faster, I'd still do it. I like right now, I'm getting these U-logs, which makes for very slow seed nests. But once I have all the U-logs that I need, I'm going to be back over here on the oak tree again, and then I'll get lots of seed nests. And I really value those seed nests for those tree seeds, so I can keep getting tangleroot chances. So that is kind of the idea, or you know, 2 birds, 1 machine gun, or whatever they say, you know. Hey bro, charisma here in game. I used to see at the Valley spawn point a bunch. Glad you're doing well. That name sounds super familiar. I'm trying to remember. Was I killing guards when I saw you a bunch? Probably, that's when I was around there. Who is they? Are they in the room with us right now? Easy. All right. Hey, I can do that one. You guys just witnessed it. What are the odds? I'll probably try to get an easy casket tonight, even if I'm okay with the 67% chance. Should we do it now? What do you think? All right, 1 in the chat for now, or 2 in the chat for later in the stream. We might get a 4th. One. All right, there's at least 4 people that want me to do it right now. But you know, this risks disappointment, okay? So be prepared. But also, I could get a back-to-back. I actually have a decent chance at a back-to-back, honestly. If we get a Beehive event while I'm doing this, It's on all you oneers in the chat, okay? Yeah, 6 different. That's right. Crates. Oh yeah, these ones, right? Well, I should have taken the shortcut. I'm out of practice. Isn't this it? No, that's a chest. Am I stupid? Okay, here we go. I could have read this thing. So easy. The oneers, they knew. Always lucky. It's meant to be. And then we have to open it here because we got it here, you know? And then I'm going to get the golden apron. Cameron, I totally believe that I will hit 200 mil. I think, one sec, have I? Oh, I was really close to getting ranked. What, 45 today? 46? Let's go. RuneScape. My scores. Oh, it's a 2-stepper. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I want to send my next to you. That is a good omen. I think, should we open it by... here, we'll open it by the tree. Open it by the tree. The tree has blessed us. Alright. I need to remember to record. I always forget to record. Then I have to go grab it from my stream. Okay. We got this easy casket on stream. The boys are all here doing whatever that is. Surely something good. Ah. Alright. That's fair. Man. Let's see. I got anything? I can sit. Alright. I don't know if I want to send my next to. Not sure. So I guess regarding the 200 mil woodcutting question, I have to get at least 80,000 more U-logs, which is plenty. And then I have loads of oak that I'm doing right after. So, yeah, I fully expect to be here a long time. I mean, if I'm woodcutting for a year and a half or whatever the spreadsheet's predicting, it'll be a while. The nice thing is I have a rune axe now, so I get all the woodcutting successes. So sweet. Use a steel axe the whole time. Take me back. Would be pretty sweet. Although, let's see. Using a steel axe here would be quite abysmal, but on the oak tree it's really not that bad. Back to my tango roots. Hey, oh jeez, Ookla Welcome, I am alive, living and doing the breathing and chopping, but those are synonymous, so. What are your thoughts on this TCG plugin? Have you seen or used it? I have seen videos in my subscription feed that have TCG in the title, or my account's controlled by cards or something, and I have not clicked on any of them. And that's pretty much my thoughts. I don't know. Not a whole lot of thoughts about it. Also don't know what it is, but how can we help you, Mr. Buzz? I know nothing of forestry. Mr. Time. The task at hand is to destroy this tree as many times as you can. And hopefully it will give me a beehive event, which I will gobble up for myself while you all watch me and cry. I could, if you come, and yeah, you don't even really need the forester kit, although it kind of helps because it gives you more anima, I think. Which is this stuff, which is used, it's like the currency of forestry for buying stuff. So it might be helpful to go to either Draenor or Camel or Sears Village, get a forester's kit first, but you don't really need it. As you can see, I do not have one. Just have purple beam coming out my butt. You also don't need the purple beam coming out your butt, but it does help. Who up chopping they would. You should make a visual representation of how many logs you have chopped. It's got to be a small rainforest. That could be a big rainforest at this point. I don't know. Is it oak or yew? Oh, Varlamore? I've honestly set foot on Varlamore like probably 15 times to do quests. About it. Is it oak or yew? This one is oak. I'm chopping down my yew tree because if you're chopping this tree, you're eligible for events too, and you scale up the difficulty of the events as if you're chopping this one. Which I don't know why I didn't know that before, but now I know. And it's been really nice. One thing though about that is it does increase, like because I have 2 accounts here, it does make it so that I actually have a very difficult time completing the struggling sapling event, which is the main way I get leaves. So I'm probably going to be switching something about how I do this after I get these yew logs. Maybe I'll go back to the chop hop method, which I still don't know if that's faster or not, because those are scaled to 2 people, but you get more events, but you don't get random events, so I don't know. Are you okay with this slander? I'll take it on the chin. I do wish that I did not have to wait for this ridiculous tree respawn, though. It does take a hot minute. I remember when I started the chunk and I was gonna manipulate this. I did 0 minutes of this. Turns out I'm a lot better just sitting there for a long time. I've done 30 seconds, true. I can't say I haven't done any of it now. Well, I could, but you guys would know better. Baguette on Buzz. Yeah. This Buzz account actually, I guess technically Faladaddy's probably my best hardcore, but this is my like, I don't know, 12th attempt at a hardcore or something. I always name change so it has the name Buzz. But he actually has like, he probably has no, let me check on him. He probably has like no random event items at all. He used to be a PvP hardcore Iron Man. How do I get to that screen? Oh, I was just looking at it, but I'm dumb. Random events. Yes, he has no random event items. Like a loser. Alright. You should check out those videos on the TCG accounts. They're cool snowflake accounts. Alright, well, maybe I'll take a look at one. Hey Goth Guy, welcome, welcome. You found me once again in the forest of Falador Park. As long as you've gained any woodcutting experience right before a forestry event spawns, you're eligible to partake in it. Can even cut normal tree for it. Yeah, as long as it's like close enough to it. You watch any other OneChunk accounts? Any favorites? Yeah, I watch. Yeah, Limpwort, Verf, Hannibal. Others, but I can't think of any right now. Let me just look at my subscriptions here. Bowser, but he has not made a video in a long time. Ooh, Fun Chunk Man, that's always a good watch. Pretty rare videos, but they're good. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Seigas? That guy? I think that's mostly it that I watch. Hey, John at night. Father, live and beautiful as always. Yes, yes. I am alive, here, living, chopping. Don't even need XP. Yeah, I think that's true. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, when I do the chop hop method, I'm usually just chopping this tree. I actually probably have a lot of normal logs in the bank because I've got 4,000 normal logs in the bank. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about it. But I know, like, you don't have to get experience when you do the first chop and then hop. Like, yeah. Is there any chunk you want to unlock next after this grind ends? Maybe Taverly for a change of pace? Let me think. All right. So here are my chunks. What I really don't want, I really don't want this chunk. Because I feel like that will end with me backlogging the rune crafting pit, which I would hate that. So that's the only one I really don't want. I like Puro, honestly. The nice thing about Puro is that then I'd have a much better source of pure essence, so that this might not be a backlog. So between those two, I'd like this one and then that one. I wouldn't care as much about this one if I had Puro already. This chunk doesn't do much for me. I believe I can get a ring mold from barbarians and stuff. It would be nice because there is a rare tier impling spawn right here. But that is about it. As far as I can think. This chunk doesn't do much for me. This chunk I can barely step in there. I can get over there because I can grapple the wall. I just have to teleport back. Which, isn't great. I would love this one. I'd love this one. I'd get the farming shop, which would give me secateurs, which would make it so that my trees wouldn't die. Because Jagex just will not add secateurs. I've come to terms with it. No matter how much I can make it sound reasonable. And I get these extra patches, so I'd unlock the Tengu pet grind and yeah, be able to actively work on that, which would be pretty sweet. I guess, you know, it could be rolling into Taverly too. If I roll here, then it's instantly rolling potentially here or here. I guess this one would probably be a pretty quick chunk too, so that could potentially be up into the bird chunk. Or Barbarian Village. Yeah, I suppose I'm not totally sure what my favorite one would be, but I'd say either Puro or this one, the farming, whatever you'd call this, the farm, Goblin Farm. Glad to finally catch a live stream. It inspired me to include some Supreme rules in my own chunk journey. Nice. How to evangelize about the Supreme rules. I personally am hoping you work your way to the prayer skill cape personally. No long bones, or sorry, big bones even. Just entirely normal bones. That would be something. That would be something. I'd have to find a way to make it work. I don't even know what I do. Like, I'd be tempted to do, like, it doesn't make sense to do the chicken because there's only one and the spawn takes forever. But I don't know where I'm gonna get more NPCs close together that I can like kill that fast. Can I kill these monks? Oh, sure. be down in a pretty tough way, I think. Casual 4 million kills. I mean, I'm pretty happy with what I've done with prayers so far with just normal bones. Yeah, prayer, I don't think it would be that bad. I mean, I already have the fletching level that I need. Hunter, I mean, yeah, I guess I need to get 89, but not really that bad compared to most of the grinds I can have. So, and I would just love getting all the, honestly, I'd probably do, I'm trying to think what I'd do, but I feel like it would involve catching a lot of essence implinks because I'm just right next to that. The dwarfs in the dwarven mine. Yeah, it's probably the play. It'd be nice if I could, what would I like? Use amethyst arrows or something to shoot them. Maybe. Maybe just AFK and collect experience lamps. Does the prayer constantly moving not stress you out? Or sorry, does the prayer constantly moving? Yeah, maybe I said that right. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't really. This is a plugin. I don't know what it's called. Prayer. Timers and buffs? No. What's it called? Timer. I don't even know what this is called. Visual metronome? No. No clue, but it's supposed to show you like ticks. So like the idea is like you click to turn on your protection prayer, and then like if you double click before it reaches the end, it's supposed to help with one tick flicking. Which I tell myself that if I'm ever gonna roll like down to Inferno, I need to better myself as a RuneScape player. But it doesn't really bug me very much. I'm hardly like staring intently at my screen. Metronome? I have metronome turned off. Just type in tick. I don't know what this thing's called. I'll just look through my plugin hub. Visual metronome. But that's turned off. I'm confused. Ooh. Which like I can one tick flick, it's not very pretty. And like if you're doing that for like for instance on the majors in Jad, you're gonna it's gonna drop for just the wrong tick and then you're toast a little bit. So something I need to get better at. I can lazy flick pretty well, but not one tick very well. What's the current grind? Is it cash or laws? It is neither. I finished both of those parts of the grind in last episode. This time we're picking up with beehive forestry events. I know, those reliable, very juicy experience ones. They give construction experience, which scales with your construction level. And it also scales with the tier of log you use. So I'm going to use U logs and use a heck of a lot of them a lot of times over the course of like a year and a half or something. So do you have a plan to de-iron once you leave the chunk and experience the game? No, I don't. If I wanted to experience the game, I'd just do it on one of my other accounts. But I don't know. Honestly, I kind of play this game the same way that I kind of approach like life a little bit. Where like instead, like I don't pay attention to the news or social media. I really just focus on my task at hand every day and what I need to do and just my family and stuff like that. And so I kind of do the same thing in RuneScape where I just I don't go outside of the purview of what I'm tasking myself with today. So I love how your account has all these event items even without Django. It's cool. Yeah, I'm really glad that they had them there for the or in the party room for the birthday event. Honestly, this cursed banana has been by my side the entire way since. Yeah, it's hard to change mindsets, especially when you get reminded once every year what I'm doing. The prayer icon? Or prayer? Is it now? Oh, you're right. Maybe. None? Oh, okay. Prayer bar? Where's prayer bar? What am I missing something? Where's prayer bar? Both. Where is this prayer bar? I don't know what it's talking about. Oh wait, there's like this kind of thing, right? Show prayer bar. What? I'm just flipping lots of switches right now. Oh, it's on fixed. Show prayer bar. Modern? Nope. That's okay. I'll just stick to the orb. Although I've never had to prayer flick against this tree, so I don't know how much this is helping me. Alright, see you later, Jukes. Thanks for tuning in. It's always a good time to see you. Let's see, how long would getting money from more bag plants take to finish construction? It would definitely take less than this. This is going to take more, but I'm also... Ooh, okay. I need to drop one. I don't know if you're still here, Iron Vendetta, but this is one that I have a hard time completing by myself if you want to hop in. Okay, that's 1, 1, 3. Oh, this is like an awful combination too. I feel like the moves just mushroom probably. At least for me. Alright, what was the question? Oh yeah, it would take a lot less time to do the normal construction with the whole thing I just went through. But I wanted to also be getting tree seeds for the Tangleroot chance. So kind of sacrificing a bit of time to work on that passively. And mining rune is awful. Now this might be doomed. Status bars? Oh, okay, so it's like working with another plugin. Okay. I mean, I might, if I do unlock a new chunk, I don't know what mass videos I'd be able to get out, but I do think it would be an odd kind of progression though, where like I spend like 5 minutes of video time, like currently over the course of like 5 months, and then in the future 5 minutes could be literally 5 minutes of game time, you know? So it'd definitely be faster videos. Wouldn't be, well, I guess relatively it'd be more action packed. They should really rebalance this one. I mean, this one's just, it looks really bad, and that's because I have it like scaled up 2 more people that are actually helping complete it. So yeah, we're not quite gonna make it, but it's good farming experience. So close. Sometimes they just give you these awful combinations and all you can really do is just one at a time. Yeah. It was close. Sometimes if it's like one that's further away, I'll get one of my other accounts involved and then try to like try to do it on 2 accounts at the same time. But it's a lot of clicking back and forth. But I mean, that's how I'm planning on getting the leaves for my my cooking grind. So at some point I'm gonna have to change this like scaling thing that I'm doing with these guys. So there's just one, because if things are scaled to 2 people, it's much easier to complete. You excited about the new shortcut? Yes. Which shortcut are we talking about? Is it in Falador? Is it right here? I'd be thrilled about a shortcut right there. I highly doubt that's the one they have in mind. Grapple. Okay, it keeps on translating Falador to Talker. Why is it doing that? Doing some weird like... Shows like hiragana. What in the heck? Could you stop that? How do I... Can I change this? No clue how to fix that. Y'all might be talking to me in Japanese though, with words like Falador grapple. By Falador grapple, do you mean this one over here? Is something changing about it? Draenor. Oh. Usable bare hand. Change the color of the doable steps. How do you do that? Is it doing something like that? Okay. And that'll do it for any that have that step. All right. See, this is why I need to stream. Because I'm unintelligent and need assistance. Level 11 grapple. Falador wall climb. Alright, I will investigate this. Shortcuts. This one. Scale Falador wall. They are removing Draenor. They are removing 49 west, north, east, southwest. Small gap in the fence. Oh, really? Ooh. So that means that this is rollable and like doable, kind of, whenever that comes out. Interesting. You're talking about the Draenor Manor fence, right? Not the Falador fence? You're the one behind the Draenor Manor fence shortcut. So if I get screwed somehow, it's your fault, Nugans. I don't know how I could get screwed here, but... I don't really know what I'd even have to do here. Probably to Ernest the Chicken. My first quest points, other than Tutorial Island, I think they count as a quest now. Learning the ropes. Falador fence will just need 52. Falador fence. You're talking about over here? Like, are they doing something to this east wall? Sorry, I don't read the news like I should, probably. Hey, Cap Jim. Welcome. Things are going pretty well here. Just lots of chopping. The grapple shortcut. Okay. I thought that grapple shortcut said it was level 11. this 40 something we're talking about. Is that the new one? Oh, no grapple. Okay, I see. Nice. Nice. So I'd be able to come back, is what I'm hearing. All right, I think those are good changes for me. I need to know how you convince them, Nugans, though, to change things, because I've been trying real hard. Have you been active the last month's time? Yes, I have. I've been chopping and chopping and chopping and chopping. I've actually gotten like getting closer to 300k construction experience since then, off of random events and forestry events. So it's been going pretty well. Just have a lot more to go. Might be joining you in a bit if you're still on, depending on how much bark I actually need for that forestry cleanup. Gotcha. Well, I'll probably be here. I'm usually, whenever I do stream, I'm usually on till like midnight CST. So like, but at any time, my babies have been wanting to wake up at like 11 or 11:30. So if that happens, I'm just gonna have to suddenly be like, bye. But I will probably be here. Also, Champions Guild will get South Shortcut. Ooh, South Shortcut. Like across the river? Ooh. Eclectic. But also this. What? Gotta train the kids to chop trees. Yeah. Well, they know how to. It's the patience you have to train, though. Oh, nice. But how do you get them to have a survey, though? They need to have a survey about options that Haskell provides. Have enough of every log type for it as far as I know, besides you. Any clue scroll gains? Well, it's funny you asked, Cap Jim. I recently got this. Wait, what? What? Okay. What? Sorry, my Windows notification is telling me I got a Beehive event. Okay, I think it's just going nuts. I gotta exit these. Oh, we did this once before. It backed up all the notifications. How do I kill them all? Clear all notifications. All right. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, not really many clue scroll gains. Since I've been on the U trees, I've been getting much fewer nests of any kind because I get fewer logs. But I need the logs for the beehive events. So I'm going to be doing this for probably another month and a half, if I had to guess. 2 months. And then we go back to the oaks. Ask for a shortcut to the Belladonna patch and across the river in your cow pen from Champ's Guild. Those are pretty sweet ones, though, to be honest. Especially the Belladonna, since they made it like... Isn't that part of the Poison Dynamite now, I think? Maybe I'm going crazy. I don't know. How much longer do you think you have in this chunk? If I've been asked this already, and I will say what I concluded after rambling for a while. I think it'll be sometime in 2028. If I had to guess, probably second half of 2028. But that's just my current guess, and like the projection from my spreadsheet is indicating sometime in 2028 also. Pheasant. That is one that I skip. You always play World 345? I do. It's set as my my default, and it's... I don't really know why I have 345 as my world, but I do. Used to be 377. Way back in the day, I was a world 76er on the old RuneScape, but I think that used to be an American world in the RS3 or whatever. Not sure. But yes, always this world. How/why would I use Poison Dynamite? It's kind of a niche thing for skillers mostly. People who don't want to get experience and still kill things. What tasks do you have left in this chunk besides 99 construction and farming? So I don't have a farming goal in this chunk. I backlogged the Tangle Root until I have another patch, but I'm still going to passively be working on it while I work on this. Well, once I clear this tree patch. But yeah, so the main one is the 99 construction. That's what's going to take me till 2028. But I do also have, I added the grind of a part summer pie, which takes level 95 cooking, but I can get a Chef's Delight to +5 boost from 90, so I need to get 90 cooking, which I will be getting with chickens and making rations out of them with leaves from forestry. So the leaves should be fairly passive in theory. Assuming I can actually complete some struggling sapling events, so I'll have to mix up my setup here. But so yeah, those are the real 2 grinds I have left. If you look at the chunk picker, it has a bunch of eclectic impling things I still need to get also, but I set out originally saying that those will only be required once I have the Apuro chunk unlocked. So those are not a requirement despite it saying that in the trunk picker, but still there's a good chance that I'll get them anyway. All those 1 out of 100 things from eclectics, I just have a couple left. If a holiday event gave you a light source, how would your path change? That would be sweet, honestly. It'd be sweet just because I'd have more stuff to do. It probably wouldn't actually help me very much. Let me see. Well, I'd have to do the mole stuff, right? What mole stuff could I do? What drops can mole give me? I have a plugin for looking up drops and I never use it. Where? Somewhere. I have it somewhere. Ah, loot lookup. Okay. What's this thing called? Mole. Anything helpful in here? Curved bone, 1 out of 5k. Nice. If I suddenly got it, that'd be a decent way to get law runes. I mean, not great. 15 at a rate of 1 out of 126. Wouldn't be great, but if I'm having to go for this curve bone anyway, I get a heck of a lot of them. Wonder how I'd kill it. 2H flinch, maybe? I don't have a crossbow. Be pretty sweet to get an amulet of strength, but that's about all the useful things I'm seeing here. Alright, have a good night, Nugans. Thanks for hanging out, teaching me some things. Mole does have U-logs, not wrong. Also, my U tree has U-logs. Can you prepare forestry events on other worlds and then hop to them? Kind of not. So you have to be on the same world when the forestry event spawns. So that kind of makes it so you can't like get a beehive event and then I'm like, oh, okay, I'll hop to that world and get it. Doesn't work like that, unfortunately. I wouldn't be eligible. So the workaround is what I call a chop hop method. I don't know if other people call that, but where you have one account that goes and starts chopping a tree and makes it so it's like rolling the event, working down the timer for how long the tree lasts. And it does that on a whole bunch of worlds, and then you go through with 2 accounts, my account and another account which has a forester's kit. So I chop this tree, so I'm eligible for forestry events in the area, and then the other account does the last chop on this tree and it just instantly goes down, and then it has a chance to spawn the event and I would be eligible for whatever event it spawns. So that's kind of the only way you can really get around it. Yeah, they kind of pared down what you're eligible for quite a bit since the release. They still have some special exceptions for the Entling event, which gives you the bird eggs. I believe you don't have to be nearby. It'll say you're not eligible for rewards, but you can still get the bird's egg nest. $400 law runes on the way to pet and bone. I guess that's that many. 400. That's true though. The seed nests from turning into mole parts. That's fair. That's fair, Nicholas. Although, I don't know, it's not necessarily the seeds that are the problem here though. Like if I just always chop, I'll have enough seeds. The seeds usually sustain themselves. It's using them that's kind of the tough part. I just have one tree. But yeah, maybe you'd have to think about it. Yeah, Vivid Flash, you should be asleep. Sorry for interrupting you. Good night. Stupid Jagex. I know. Ruining all our fun. $120 Dungeoneering win. See, I really liked Dungeoneering. I thought it was fun, but I don't think it should have been a skill. And that just clouds my mind. Like, that's not a skill. That is it. That's a minigame. Definition of minigame. But anyway. But I actually I had this account where he was a Dungeoneering only account, and it was actually really fun. Where you like try to get all your experience from Dungeoneering, and that's pretty much it. Just Dungeoneer to Dungeoneer. If you want to elongate your grind, ooh, I'm listening. If I recall, candles can be passed to Ironman. I know there's a candlestick from Heroes Quest or something. Legends Quest? I don't know. No, not Legends. Heroes or... Yeah, Heroes, for sure. But I don't know about candles. Oh, baby. You guys have witnessed it. Ah, it always feels so good to get these events. And if you guys want to join in, that's fine. I'm not gonna be able to complete this event by myself. Scaled up to 5 people. Today I had actually had an event, a Beehive event on mobile, but I was in a meeting and I missed it, and so I hadn't clicked on a tree recently. It was not eligible. It was the saddest part of my day by far. I think this is the second one, right? There's 6 of these, so... As long as I get to do this the whole time. I started recording for that casket forever ago and I forgot to stop. Oh dear. I'm not in practice. Yeah, we're fine. So each of these events gets me about 3,000 construction experience, which is pretty good, honestly. But it can't. There's been days where I've spent 10 hours playing and I've gotten 0 Beehive events. So, it's just how it goes, I guess. Alright, I'm going to do the math. I'm going to go stream Dino Blade. Good luck on your beehives. Thank you. Enjoy your Dino Blade, man. I'm just going to see. I forgot how much experience I ended with yesterday. I have it written down, but okay. I ended at 8417924. And now 8431347. 31347. We've gained 13.4k experience today. That is my best day in a long time. I still have a ways to go. Could be even better. I am very ready for football to be back. I have been counting down the days. This year's our year. Surely. Although I think both my college and NFL team are not expected to be super great. So, another year of misery. That's okay. Which teams are they? Yeah, my NFL team is the Chiefs. Although I'm not a huge NFL fan, just that would be the team if I had to pick one. And my college team is the Cornhuskers. So yeah, and actually the Cornhuskers running back is now at the Chiefs. So it's a fun little continuity thing. lived in Nebraska. I went to college there. Well, I've just always grown up being a Husker fan. My mom uh, grew up on a farm in Nebraska, and it was a big deal there, so she instilled that in me. So someday we'll be good again. Maybe. Maybe never. I don't know. In my lifetime, I have not seen much success in anything, or I've not seen much success in football. This last year was actually one of their best years in like other sports, but not very good in football, which is unfortunate because it's what everyone cares about. Did I play? I'll have you know that I was a fullback in 7th grade for the JV team. And I did not continue because that was miserable. But I did have one play that they put me in a real game, and I got 3 yards. And I will live with those 3 yards for the rest of my life. I was so weak though, like my neck wasn't strong enough to hold up the helmet very well. And like every day, every practice, it was just like, all right, so are we gonna work on the bruises I have or get some new ones? Just a very fragile person. Yeah, it wasn't negative yards. There we go. Why is he chopping? Great question. Why would anyone chop this much in this location to make a lick of sense? I'm chopping because I want to remain eligible for the events that my pals over here are trying to spawn. Particularly the beehive event, which you get construction experience when you build those beehives. And that scales with your construction level and the tier of log you're using, so I'm chopping some U logs because they give good experience. And I'm doing all this because I need a lot of construction experience because I need 99 because the cave's just sitting literally right over here. Wait, over here. Right? Yeah, there. So, yes. And yes, it is slow. Thanks for asking. No bag plants. Bag plants, I did that to get to 94 here. And it would be faster to finish it out that way. But this is working towards the Tango route, which I backlogged at the same time. And so I would rather do this. And if the plan doesn't involve mining rune rocks, that would also be great. Yeah, I'm doing it all with forestry. I've already gotten almost 300k construction experience in the last month or so. When did I release that video? Like probably have it somewhere here. Yeah, 33 days ago I started this. Good luck. You're the go-to grinder. Yeah. Well, I do have a lot of time. to sit on mobile, so that helps with the grinding. Loved your vid since the first. Thanks, man. Always good to hear. Love the little kids Q&A last vid. Yeah, I wasn't sure where to put it in the vid because I'm like, I feel like most people that are watching this might think it's kind of cute, but it's like, I'm watching it for the crazy grind that you're working on, so I felt like at the end would probably be the best, but yeah, I always have a fun time shooting it with them. Gotta figure out what the next video is. What to do in the next one with them. Not sure. I kind of milled around the idea of having like videos that are just me messing around with my kids. But I don't know if people care about that. Like I get lots of, when people comment, a lot of people do say that they enjoy the kids. But I like the people that don't comment probably aren't as interested in kids, so I might, you know. Anyway, but I have a fun time messing with them. How long do you think it'll be until the next video? A month or 6? That's a great question. So ideally, what I was hoping. So I know it's not the answer you're gonna want, but I want to put one video in between now and my next chunk roll. So like whenever I reach kind of like 50% or maybe even a little bit more, I'd fit that in an episode. And then the next episode would be me finishing the cooking and rolling the next chunk. Because I hate it when people leave on like, we're gonna roll the chunk next time. Especially for me when like I roll so seldomly, it would be months before you'd see what chunk I'd rolled. And I don't, there's nothing exciting about what I'm doing. So I wouldn't feel justified like releasing like 3 videos about this or something, you know, 3 or 4 videos. It's like, well, he's still standing by that tree recording something once every month. You know, so I feel like for the pacing of the series, which that's usually what I think about when I make decisions like that. I'm like, if you're watching back the series in like in the playlist, it shouldn't feel cumbersome at any point, even if in real life it does. So that's the goal. I don't really know what halfway would be then. Sometime in 2027. So I'd say probably about a year. Not the answer you're looking for, but hopefully I can get streams like this going though, on a more, I always say this, but hopefully I can stream on a more regular basis and, you know, keep you guys in the loop a little bit better. Although it would probably, next stream, probably look a lot like this stream. Although maybe at that point I'd be doing something different, but. Hey, Faucet Face. Good luck on the grind, King. Thanks, man. I'm not really sure if the forestry kit makes it more likely for events to spawn. Not entirely sure. Or if it's just the number of choppers. Like the choppers scales it. But hey, Jonic, what are we working on again? We are slaving away. Right now we're working on getting beehive forestry events. I'm gonna finish off the rest of my construction cape with token experience from the beehive forestry event. So it's gonna be a hot minute. We had just finished getting level we have with bag plants. And it would be faster to continue with bag plants, but I want to work on the backlog tangle root at the same time, so I need to get seeds, so doing this. So we're expected to be here till 2028 sometime, probably, just based on the rates I've seen in this past month. So that's what we're doing. Buckle in, boys. Yeah, I need to get to spawn it, but I don't know about, like, if it makes it more likely for the event to, like, it'll choose an event and then it rolls for if it actually spawns the event. I don't know if how many forester kits impacts that roll, or if it's just how many people are eligible or chopping the tree, something like that. But better safe than sorry. Hey, jackpot, crackpot. Welcome, welcome. In my car on my way to work while grinding away. Sounds like you're on your own grind, sir. Respect. Oops. One thing I wish they would change the leprechaun interface. Like, assuming you're talking about the forester's leprechaun, but I feel like their interface is kind of. I wish you could just right click it like this guy. I don't know about deposit all. I mean, you could, but like, make that, like, when you do deposit, it opens up an interface asking you what kind of deposit you want to do. Like, just make that a right click option, each one of those. Or make it so deposit opens up a, like, deposit interface, but then you have to, like, make it so you can't deposit certain things, because it's not meant to work like a deposit box, just for forestry and woodcutting things, so. These are the kind of things I think about, because I write code all day, but Great, the log brace with addy bars and steel nails. See, that's something I did not know, despite having a ridiculous amount of bark. Addy bars, steel nails, that seems kind of arbitrary. Although, steel nails are kind of their, like, catch-all nails. Yeah, those kind of hidden requirements are kind of frustrating. Ones that you don't think about at all. Got a bunch of addy bars? Just have me wondering what I'm ever going to use all this bark for. This is just what I've gotten since last episode, and it says I've got 480,000 in the bank. Oh, I guess I should, my spreadsheet says I am about 6%, getting close to 6% of the way done already. From where I ended bag plants to where I need to be. So 6% isn't even that bad. Maybe that's copium. I actually prefer 6% to any other percent. Hey, you. Nice. I did get a few law runes. Let me look. Got a couple now. From random events and essence simplings. Yeah, I have 30 law runes. Like, it would probably make sense for me to actually use those. Because law runes are a large bottleneck of the old process I was doing. But I'm not sure. I have to go back to the rune rocks for a while. You guys remember back when I had 1 billion GP? Me too. Good times, good times. You get Tango Root now. Will you go back to Rune Rocks? That would be an interesting situation because I'm getting all of the U logs right now from this tree. So I'm not getting any farming pet chances yet. I'm getting lots of seeds. So I would have had to have gotten all the U logs to continue with this. And then I'd get the farming pet. Well, I mean, I guess having 120,000 U logs never hurts anyone. I think the answer is probably so, if it's faster. That'd be a happy problem to have, I'll tell you that. I should have a felling axe handle already, but that one accidentally got backlogged. Oh no. Oops. But when people come up to my alts and ask them why I have bronze felling axes. And people come up and they're like, oh, I see, you guys are just botting. Like, what kind of bot would choose to do damage with a bronze felling axe? But that's the conclusion. Anyway. Let me see if there's anything in here that's remotely interesting. I don't think hardly anything's changed since last time, other than my logs. They're only 100 GP? Oh dear. Stonks down. Anything remotely interesting? I've got 4 fox whistles. Does that count? Got some seeds going. Not very many because I don't get a whole lot of seed nests from yew trees. But when I get back to the oak. Anything else? I'm not seeing anything interesting. That's it. I guess I've got 3 beginners. If you want to open those, they're always super exciting. Hey, is it? Is it? No. Tell you what. As long as my kids stay asleep for this inventory of U-locks, after that we can open those beginner caskets. I know, very JC. And then I'll probably have to head off for the night. Let me see, where are we looking like? Oh, it's here. Honestly, not that bad. I really love Monchoke top T, but the defense would be sweet too. Or the shoulder parrot. I think that guy over there's rocking the shoulder parrot. That handsome fella. These player trees, I'm still trying to decide if I like they have the old tree mechanics or not. Like, it's kind of nice that sometimes you'll just chop and chop and chop and chop and get the whole inventory. But then when you instead roll like one chop 4 times in a row and it takes 30 minutes for an inventory, it's like, oh, it would be nice to have a little something guaranteed, I guess, for time frame. But I do think it's just kind of strange that in the same game they have 2 different tree mechanics. I love gourmet dumplings. Oh, the sharks. Okay. Don't really have a great source of food in my chunk. That's one thing we're missing still. Another reason I'd like to roll the Puro chunk. Although, I don't know if I'd actually do a whole lot of grinding out gourmet dumplings in there. I do wonder, like, I know Limpert had said it, but his situation was a little bit different because he has like half the map unlocked. But he had said that he would go for the golden apron if he unlocked that chunk. From Easy Clues. I can do like a couple steps, but I don't know. And that'd be the kind of thing where like you try to grind it and you're no closer at any point than when you started. I'm not sure. Maybe I'd see how many clues I can finish in like a month, and then be like to be on right for this. How rare is that? Golden apron. One out of 2808 rolls. How many rolls on average? Three rewards per casket. So in theory, two, 8, 8. It's like 1 out of 1,000. It's not that bad. 1,000 easies though. More of this. More chopping. Just what the doctor ordered. This is what I used to look like in RS2. Chain body and legs looks so iconic. I love it. Though you need like a fury. I remember I would try to draw that outfit. The full dragon fury. Of course you have to have I think I probably just did a dragon medium helm. But I tried drawing it in like high school trig class or something. Good times, good times. In my defense, I was just never good at taking notes. I can't even read what I write, so. My daughter loves she loves writing and reading and stuff much more than her older brother. But she wanted me to write a letter, help her write a letter to her brother. And she wanted me to write the word love. And so I write the word love. And then when he gets it, he's like, wow, this is great. I can tell that you wrote this. And she's like, no, Dad did that. I'm like, I know it looks bad, Finn. But it's not. I have preschool handwriting, so it is what it is. Alright, we have filled up our inventory. It is time. Thank you for your patience, everyone. And now, without further ado, the 3 most beginneriest beginner caskets. Here's what we're looking for. We have 3 chances. And if we get any uniques or honestly, any like beginner clue items period would be pretty sweet. Just because you never get anything from beginners. So let's just see. Huh. Okay. Didn't know you could do that. Okay. And what is that? Alright, sweet. This is Zammy. Alright, that's the one I already have, but wow. Hot dang. Sandwich Lady Bottom. Ooh. Now we're talking. Get that wide girth. Handsome. Okay. Well, that's pretty sweet. We actually got something. It's not to ask. That's your 70th collection. Which actually, can't you do? Yeah, since this, whatever this is, came out, these are the only things I've gotten. Today was this 482 days ago. Okay. That made me feel bad. Okay. Alright, well, without further ado, guys, I'm going to say goodnight. Everybody have a great night. And I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.